So how do you think, like, say it blows up, right? You know, this runs through New York City and like all the doctors are talking about it or whatever. Just like all like NYU medical students are just like, you gotta listen to this podcast. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
That'd be cool.
Like, could you see there maybe any heat on you?
Oh yeah.
For like not like, I don't want to say exposing the business.
Yeah.
But exposing the business.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you wanna tell the truth. You wanna be honest. But you also want to keep that door open for doctors and experts to come and talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm still trying to get accepted to residency. But, you know, even coming here, my mom was just like, be careful. Don't hurt no one's feelings. And I was like, Mom, if their feelings are meant to be hurt off of me just being honest, like, I'm not a rude person most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Because at this point, that shouldn't, like, there's too much to lose for me to not speak up.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of things that are messed up in this field, but I'm not trying to just talk about it. I've literally created a non-for-profit organization that's trying to fix it. So it's not like, hey, this is a problem. Why are you guys doing this? Like, so this is a problem, but if you could work with us, here's kind of a solution for this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to get a lot of heat. I know I am. You can't please everybody. A lot of people are just going to be annoyed that.
See, but in this day and age, it's almost better to annoy people.
Yeah.
Than to make them happy.
Yeah.
Because the more you annoy people, and like, I'm not saying being annoying on purpose. I annoy people plenty on the Talking with Tarashuk podcast. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes not on purpose. But that annoyance gets attention. And that attention is everything. Like when you're making content, you're going to upset people. Like that's inevitable. That's just what happens. But also know people who aren't vocal or can really appreciate what you're saying. And those are the ones that matter. Like the ones, well, matter is a frame of mind. The ones who matter are the ones who comment and respond and get you attention, to get you sponsorships and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
That only matters in terms of finances, in terms of growth. But the ones who really matter are the ones who don't say anything, who actually agree with you. I think.
Yeah. I mean,
it can be hard. They say don't read the comments. I disagree because you have to read the comments because, well, one, it's how in the early stages you have to interact, you have to engage, you have to comment. It helps the algorithm, it helps you, and if someone interacts with you, they're more likely to follow you, which only helps you in the long run.
Yeah.
However, you're going to get to a point where you become so big where it's impossible to read all the comments, and that's when you just stop cold turkey. You just let it go.
I guess in my mind, if you as a listener have a problem with just hearing medical students not complain about being medical students, because that's another thing. When you complain, you get that backlash of, you're in medical school, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to make so much money.
Yeah, what are you complaining about? Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, you just can't sympathize with other people. Like, I hope you could work on that, though. You know, like, that's my reaction to that. I hope you could grow one day. Like, just try to get a little bit more sympathy. But if a listener has a problem with me talking about my journey, getting other students on my podcast, talking about, like, the things behind that pretty curtain and the things that they go through in the hospital, outside the hospital, the corrupt pre-med advisors in these colleges that charge you so much money every year, then your problem isn't me. It's not my podcast. It's something else.
Yeah.
Because we're not calling anyone out. We won't be. I'm not. We're not trying to stir something up. And if there's doctors like my friend who now roll their eyes at medical students or pre-medical students complaining, I'll just be like, just try to remember those days because you went through it too. And if you didn't, yay, you're privileged. You're lucky.